Easy CSV Importer for WordPress allows us to generate user accounts while we autoblog the posts, and that is in order to obviously create authors for those posts. Easy CSV Importer will make use of any existing users when they match the usernames and the email address and the data. So rather than try to create new accounts or duplicate accounts, Easy CSV Importer will use the user ID that exists in the blog already, should you have some already created from within your data. If you have none created, Easy CSV Importer will still repeatedly check for an existing username when it's about to actually create a new account. And the reason why it does this is you may have the same user on multiple rows of your data, and that user can only be created once. I'll just show you what I mean. I go to Import Data tab, scroll down to the sample CSV file rows, where I have 5 rows shown, and here we have the username and email column, and right here I have delta delta shown twice, so the username delta delta is shown twice. This simply means that the username delta will be used to create an account, or an existing username delta will be used to and applied to the posts instead. Either way, only one account will be, either way the result will be one account, but that one account will be applied to both posts, 2 posts, as you can see here. So this data here will create 2 posts, and the author for those posts will be delta. Alright, and that's it. It's quite straightforward, and this is just me covering the fact that Easy CSV Importer does do it in the correct way, and does take existing data and users etc. into consideration. Now I'll go ahead and show you that we don't have any authors in the blog at the moment, so I'll go to all authors. Oh sorry, we do. I must have left a little test in there. Now let me just remove that, delete, and I'll also check posts, make sure posts are all deleted. Alright, that's fine. And we'll go back down to my project, WTG Test B. Now I would like to mention I have seen some strange behaviour in the recent versions of WordPress where it can't handle post creation and user creation as well as it used to be able to. And it's simply, it seems to be a case that it can't create the users in time while it's creating the post. It's hard to explain. It's almost like while the post is being created, we create a draft. The draft defaults to admin, but during the post creation process, the user does not get created until after the post is created, and therefore it can't be applied properly. This isn't meant to happen. It doesn't happen a lot, but it does happen occasionally. So you have to watch things and monitor things carefully. Let's see what happens just now. I'll go ahead and create posts. I'll just mass create posts, which I don't normally do, but I'm going to mass create them for the sake of just checking this thing that I was on about, where sometimes users don't get created. So this is just creating the 10. There is quite a bit of processing when you start using all these features, these quite advanced features. See, here we go. This is what I mean. So I've just done this. We have admin all the way up. Then we have delta. Then we have another admin, and then we have echo. Alright, there's no explanation as to why, exactly why that happens. All I know is that WordPress is very random about it, and this sort of randomization doesn't exist in Easy CSV Importer. Easy CSV Importer will do the same check with the same function every single time, and it will establish that a user doesn't exist and then create that user and so on. It's quite straightforward, but for some reason WordPress isn't handling it very well. I think it's just the load. I think it's just the mass creation and so on. What I found that we can do to get around that issue is just delete all posts and then create them again. So that's processing, and just go to go to posts again, and see, here we go. We have Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Echo, Foxtrot, Golf. So those are the usernames. I'll just show you the users. Those are the authors, and the users are in here. See, there you go. So I done nothing different. All I done was created the post, and this time WordPress decided to create all these users and allow them to be created. I'm thinking it could be something to do with a cache issue. So you've seen at the start of the video I had the users already, and then I deleted them. At some point I'm wondering if there's some sort of cache in there, because obviously a blog can have thousands of users, and therefore WordPress might do something there to reduce the memory usage and so on. So it's worth playing around with, just maybe refreshing the blog a few times, leaving it a couple of minutes, see what happens. But as I said, you could do what I've just done as a workaround, delete the posts and just recreate them, and it'll just keep creating the users and so on. Not ideal if it keeps on tripping up. This is an area I need feedback on, alright, because this used to work great, and then I've had the new version of WordPress installed, and I test on the development version as well, and I've seen this happening.